Good morning, everyone. I find it quite useful to have a really nice smoothie in the morning before going to work. This video is not about smoothies, but it's really a good idea. So there you go. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you today is about a truly wonderful book. Now, this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, is bright orange, and it looks like your typical business psychology stroke self-help book, which is why I'm feeling a little embarrassed about reviewing it, because it seems to be my second book that I'm reviewing, and it's another one of these. But there comes a time sometimes, there comes a point when sometimes the best book is the simplest book. And this one is a true diamond in the rough. And there are similar books written by professors and other people who are far more qualified and use references and studies that are done in Harvard and Stanford and all this kind of nonsense. And this particular book does none of it. It's really simple to read. It's about 210 pages long. It's written in a colloquial style, kind of like how I'm talking right now. And I read it again last night in about an hour and a half or 2 hours. I reread it, obviously. I bought this book. This is a nice thing that you can often do, which I've started making a habit of it, is I kind of write down when I bought the book on the inside of the cover. It gives you some context, especially when you have a lot of books, about when you got something. And I bought this on the 5th of October at the Blossom Bookshop, a beautiful bookshop in Bangalore, just off on Church Street or MG Road, just behind the, definitely worth looking at that bookshop. But anyway, this particular book lies somewhere between a kind of frat party, Buddhism, Stoicism, mixed in with the author's life stories, some of his life stories, some examples from history about what living a good life really is about. And kind of like this video, I really don't give a fuck whether you like it, you don't like it. I didn't prepare again for it since I seem to be, I feel better talking off the cuff than I do preparing for things. My life is too busy preparing for things, and I waited almost 4 or 5 years before I started making YouTube videos because I kept wanting to prepare, and there's no time to prepare, so I just go straight into it. So this is another book. It's a bit like John Acuff's Finish, the last one I did, which was also short and filled with really practical advice that the authors have. You can tell when they're reading it. One, you can tell that they're being honest. And two, you can tell that they've discovered these principles on their own. And what they're writing about is totally out of their own imagination and their own creativity. They're not borrowing from templates. There's plenty of books out there on written by psychiatrists, written by psychologists, written by religious people, who follow the template of their religion or their discipline that they're in. But these guys have really gone in there, kind of like how Malcolm Gladwell, even though he's not my favorite author, kind of like how he kind of spawned his own genre almost. These guys have really done something fabulous, and I would not recommend this to you as highly as I am if I didn't think that it would be immensely valuable. Now, the funniest thing is I do know certain people who really could do with not giving a fuck about too many things, or they give a fuck about all the wrong things and stressed every day, all day. And those are the guys I'm pretty sure are not going to read this book. You need to be fairly chilled out to read this book. It's going to take you to deep places without being boring, without being pretentious. It's really going to get you thinking about your life and really how you spend your time and attention and what you spend it on. So I think you're going to really love it. I think you're going to thank me. You're definitely going to thank Mark Manson, who's the author of the book, for writing it, for writing such a candid book. There's one or two beautiful places in there where I almost had tears in my eyes. Well, I had tears in my eyes because he's really writing about something deep that happened in his own life. But he's written about it so nicely that you do come out of it, getting the life lesson that he got out of it too. So it's not just a tearjerker. What else do I want to tell you? Yeah, get out there, get the physical book. I got it on Kindle as well, but I really did much prefer the physical aspect of this book. You might want to get it on Audible, but I think this book is actually short enough and it has a tactile feel to it that I think you're going to enjoy more than either listening to it or reading it on a Kindle. So if I was you, I'd get the physical book. And let me just think if there's anything else I want to tell you about the book. There is something.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. I want to spend my life with you. They say, sing, baby.
Yeah, I guess I could say one more thing. Oh, one. There's another night, sometimes, especially a person like me who has so many books, rereading, I don't reread many of my books. And I'm really kind of glad that making this review, I decided to reread this book because I really found that I got something more out of it. I felt actually, as simple and as small as this book is, it's multidimensional. So you're gonna really enjoy reading this book maybe 2, 3, 4 times in your life, which is what I'm probably gonna plan on doing, like dabbling in and dabbling out of it. Yep. What else do I want to say?
Loving you forever is a
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so I want to end this little podcast by saying, get yourself a Vitamix and make yourself smoothies in the morning. They will honestly put you in a much better mood. This particular smoothie, I put noni juice in there. I put organic cocoa powder. I've put organic vegan protein mix, a banana, strawberries, blueberries, ginger, ice, and a few other magic ingredients. So have a good one, guys, and see you next time. Take care. Bye.